Today in this little mini tutorial we're going to make something that you can sharpen your blade with and even maintain maintenance while being in game. Hello and welcome to LarpForge. A little while back we talked about maintenance on weapons in our quick tip. Got a pop link in a card here. It's a little eye icon in the corner. Is it up there? I think it's up there, yeah. But the problem is that if you're away for a longer period of time, you might not even be able to do the silicone spray thing on your weapon. Well, you might not even want to, because some people don't like to get it on their costume. That's not the people we're talking to here. It's the people that have weapons that need maintenance and also want to do it while looking in-game-ish. So this little quick tip here slash tutorial was actually given to me by a friend at Conquest, not this year because I didn't go this year, but last year I think, or was it last year again? It's not. That's not important. But it was about basically that you can use your shoe polish to maintain your weapon, because apparently they're supposed to contain silicone. Now I'm not really that sure about that. I don't know, and even if they do contain silicone, I don't know if it's the type that you would use on latex weapons. He seemed to have been using it and it works on his weapons, but I can't say for certainty that it does. Also, if you do go out and buy this, make sure that you do get the one with silicone in and not something with oil, because oil is bad for latex. It literally degrades it. So you should get something with silicone in it. Be sure it's silicone if you do. Otherwise, just watch this tutorial and do what I do. Literally, you just need a sponge, a silicone spray, and a container of some sort. I use this small glass container because it's nice and the sponge fit into it. Oh, no, don't turn this on the head. Then I also suggest that you get some plastic gloves. So basically, what you're going to need first is sponge, preferably in a dark color that looks kind of neutral. The darkest I could get was this bluish white thing. I'm going to cover it up later, but that's the one I could get. Then you're going to need some silicone spray. You can get this fairly cheap at, what is it called, supply stores. I don't know what it's called, but you should be able to get it there fairly cheap. Otherwise, you can order it from LARP shops and stuff like that. It's a little more expensive, but it's the right stuff. This here is a spray meant for latex LARP weapons that I got like insanely cheap because the store just needs to get rid of it. Then you're gonna need a container. You can use plastic, glass, whatever, but get something that's quite small and sturdy so you can hide it away, and also get something with a lid that you can screw on and doesn't pop out. Make sure that it's not something that actually suck all the silicone, because you're gonna put a lot. You're gonna spray it into this and just use the sponge to apply it to your weapon. That's basically what this is about. And then also get plastic gloves or just plastic bag to cover your hands with, because this is going to be some nasty stuff. I have this at home. Because I don't want to go out and buy an extra, I'm just going to use this and spray down into my container until I have like a certain amount. And here it's a very good idea to be outside in a well-ventilated area. Remember to wear gloves, because silicone isn't really a nice thing to get on your hands. Anyway, you spray this in until you get an even amount you can use your hand to cover with, or you can use the sponge if you want to make sure that you don't lose any extra liquid coming out of the spray. Now I have a good amount in here. Now if you have like a black sponge, or if you have a sponge in the color that you want, you can basically just put this in and just close the lid and let it suck up all of the liquid. If you need to apply it to your weapons, you take the sponge out and you apply it to your weapons. Very basically. Now, I don't like my sponge, so I'm going to take a piece of cloth and I'm going to glue that to the back side of the sponge I have. Now the really good thing here is that I'm using a kitchen sponge, so it has that green, very, what do we call it, raw, hard area on the back side, and that should be fairly easy to glue something on. The glue you're using, not really that important. Shit, I think there's a chemical reaction in this. That's not that great, but yeah. I have glued it on here, so here is what it looks like, and this here is what it looks like when I'm applying it. So basically it's become a polishing cloth for my swords and latex weapons. The sponge sucks up all the liquid latex, not liquid latex, all the silicone. Now I do hope that some of you guys out there can use it. I'm going to test it out here. Do my weapons, because I didn't give them any silicone last time and they strongly need it. Holy shit, there's a lot of silicone on this. Whoa, it goes right through to my hand. Oof. Oh, this is nice. Maybe I should worn gloves, but the idea of it, kind of nice. I need to go out and wash my hands after this. And then I have my sword. I think I'm gonna zoom in on this so you can see it. I think I might have put too much silicone in my cup, because damn, there's a lot and it smells strongly. But as you can see, it works really good. Can you imagine sitting on a stone, like being a, what is it called, a squire or a knight, sharpening your blade like this at a LARP and giving it some maintenance in the same way? It seems to be a success. It creates a nice even layer. And don't do that. That's nasty. Pop it in here. It's a sponge, so you can scream it together, or what's it called, press it together. And yeah, polishing cloth, sponge, same time maintenance sponge cloth with silicones on it for your latex weapons. Really nice little nifty thing to keep in your back when you're going on LARP for longer trips, or just to keep back in your own LARP cave. Now you probably could just do it with a piece of cloth. I have not, well, that's not true. I have tried to do it with a piece of cloth, but it doesn't really seem to work that well. Apparently it seems to like fade away. So if you're going to do it with a piece of cloth, just keep it in like a container like I'm going to do here with my sponge. I think this is a brilliant little idea, and I'm not only going to use this at LARPs, I'm also going to use it after LARPs, because it creates a nice even layer and don't really make that big a mess of it as silicone spray does it. Also, this has started to kind of leak down the sides each time I use it, so it's really messy. This is still messy, but I can at least wear gloves for this and don't really mess up the entire place each time I want to do maintenance on my weapons, which you should do each time you get home from a LARP. Or if you're at a longer LARP, you can now do it while you're there. Not really much more I can say about this. I hope that some of you could use this. I definitely can. I think this is brilliant. I'm going to see you LARPers later.